Hello and welcome to the fourth episode in Learning C. This time I want to explain about array in C. So here, this is the way to define array in C. There's a three way here. First, you define like this. You don't need to define the member of that array like here to line here, and the second here, and the third here. In the third way, you don't need to define how many member of array in this variable. Okay, now this is how to access the array. Usually when you using array, except you using char array, because char array is basically a string, the way is using for loop like this. Here I print the integer array. Oh yeah, I forget that the way to define array, the generic way is like this: data type, name variable. Yeah, the generic way is like this. So the first in here is the data type. In this case, I define integer array. The second is the name of variable. In this, I define array in 1, array in 2, array in 3. Okay. Now here I look the array for array in 2 and array in 3. You know that in array in 1 I doesn't define the member. So how it turn out if we looping the array but we don't. Okay, I will save. What will happen if we loop the array but we don't define the member of that array? Let's compile this. Oh, as you can see here, the member of array 1 is 0. So the default, when you doesn't define the member, it will be 0 like this. And now what if we access the array but it's outside its size, or outside is size? First we must compile, and then as you can see, it just print the random number because we try to read the unknown memory area, so it will be print random number like this. And now here is how to define, here is how to modify the array. The usual way is using for loop, and then here I modify array 2 and array 1 like this. Let's see. As you can see here, I times the member of the array by 3 here for array 1, and then for array 2 I add its value by 100. And then if you don't want to If you don't want to using loop like this, actually you can modify the array like this. So you just need to define the index number and then assign the value like this. And for your information, the index in array is start from 0, not 1. Okay. In this case, I modify the array with different type. As you can see here, this is array in 1 is a integer array, but I assign it with a char value. As you know in my previous video that a char is the binary composition in a char is looks like 97. So the value of array in 1 in the index 9, it will be 97. Like, let's test. Right, 97. Now what if we define or we change the value of array with a floating point number like this? Let's see. As you can see, it will be round down like this. Okay, I think that's all. Thank you for watching.